Arvoisat vieraat ja hyvä yleisö, seuraavana kansainvälisen luisteluliiton Grand Prix 2023 kilpailuissa vuorossa naisten vapaa-ohjelmakilpailu. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, we shall continue the ISU Grand Prix 2023 competitions with the Women's Free Skating Competition. This is an event of the International Skating Union and hosted by the Finnish Figure Skating Association. Arvoisa yleisö, yhtäkkiä välähtävä salamavalo voi häiritä jäällä olevaa luistelijaa, joten varmistattehan, että salamavalo on kytketty pois päältä kuvatessanne. Esityksiä ei saa äänittää eikä videoida. Huolehdittehan, että mahdolliset kiitoksenne luistelijoille, kukat ja lahjapaketit ovat huolellisesti paketoituja. Dear audience, we kindly ask you not to use flash when taking photos. We also remind you that video recording and filming is forbidden. Gifts and flowers offered to the skaters must be completely wrapped. We thank you for your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's our pleasure to introduce the officials for women's event. Hyvä yleisö, toivotamme tervetulleeksi kansainvälisen luisteluliiton edustajan. Representing the International Skating Union, please welcome the ISU representative, Maria Teresa Samaranch.
Welcome to Espoo in Finland for the International Skating Union's fifth stop on the Grand Prix Senior Series 2023. This fantastic city of Espoo, founded in 1458, granted city status in 1972, and now a member of UNESCO's global network of learning cities. Fantastic venue in which lies the Espoo Metro Arena. Janna Jyrkinen, the poster child for this Senior Grand Prix event. She will compete in the upcoming Women's Free Skate, which we are about to head inside the venue to enjoy.
Tuomari numero 9, judge number 9, Ruizao
And there
China.
you can see what looks like a shimmering ice surface in readiness and preparation for the 12 women to compete in this women's free skate. The technical specialists and technical controller being introduced to the arena. Many Japanese fans in attendance that have travelled from far afield to support the likes of Kaori Sakamoto and Rion Sumiyoshi, the final two competitors who'll compete in this women's competition. Equally, there'll be many here excited to see three Finnish women who all skated really well within the women's short program yesterday. Janna Jyrkinen, as I say, the poster child for the event, squeezing into the top warm-up group with a 6th place finish after the short program. But whilst we finish with the Japanese competitor, we will start with Mana Kawabe, who will lead the 6 women onto the ice ahead of Amber Glenn. Both of the first two women's competitors come to this competition with lots of experience and previous successes, so they will be hoping to move up significantly from the 11th and 12th places that they find themselves in. If you are just waking up, dependent upon where you're based in the world, cover your ears if you don't want spoilers of the results that we've just enjoyed. We've just seen the pairs and the men's events be decided. Miura winning the men's competition, and Fabian Haas and Veloden winning the pairs event for Germany. No German entry in the women's event. German champion Nicole Schott taking a break from the Grand Prix series this year, thus opening other opportunities for different skaters. As we have a look at the judging lineup, let's take a moment to reference the standings so far on the Grand Prix series up to this point, with Isabeau Levito, the American teenager, leading Lina Hendricks, Belgian world medalist, who's in second place. And the results are ready to be changed potentially, assuming the likes of Chon Kim and Kaori Sakamoto achieve further success here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with big applause the skaters of the first group.
And a warm welcome from this Finnish audience for the first 6 women.
Japanista from Japan, Mana Kawabe. Yhdysvalloista from the United States of America, Amber Glenn. Suomesta from Finland, Oona Ounasvuori. Yhdysvalloista from the United States of America, Starr Andrews. Suomesta from Finland, Nella Pelkonen. Italiasta from Italy, Lara Naki Gutmann. Luistelijat 6 minuutin verryttelyaika alkaa. Skaters, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
And the Espoo Metro Arena filling up in anticipation of hopefully an exciting women's free skate. Just over 8 points separate the women within the competition, but Mana Kawabe, who will lead the field, has the potential to score big, as does Amber Glenn. We eagerly await whether or not Amber will be able to replicate the clean triple axel that she performed in Skate America.
Mana on 19-vuotias luistelija.
Yeah, Mana Kawabe. We've seen Bolero by Maurice Revel performed successfully already once today. Again, a spoiler alert with Kevin Amos using that music successfully again en route to a bronze medal here.
From Japan, Mana Kawabe.
And Mana acknowledged to Golden Skate yesterday following her performance that the performance wasn't related to injury, instead practice because of the injury. As Amber Glenn warms up a double axel, we hope that we will be able to see the triple version.
Amber is 24 years old skater. She's training in
Really struggled in the short program. Certainly has the potential to be a medalist. And when it all comes together for Amber Glenn, she has every bit of potential to be a possible winner. Her transitional content is fantastic, and now technical score boosted by triple axel. As we look to Oona Ounasvuori, the first of the 3 Finnish women to compete. She's so proud to be representing Finland at the Grand Prix.
Finland and her coach Alisa Drey competed at the Olympic level. From Finland, Oona Ounasvuori.
Confirmation that her coach Alisa Drey was a successful Finnish woman for so many years, and now Oona's coach for a decade. And now to the 22-year-old from Los Angeles in California, Starr Andrews.
Starr is 22-year-old skater, and this is her second Grand Prix competition this
Starr
season.
struggled in the short program as well, the triple toe, which she has relied upon successfully in the past. Wasn't cooperative yesterday. Nevertheless, really fun short program to her Beyonce music.
opiskelija Tampereelta. Nella on 18-vuotias.
And Nella Pelkonen,
Finlandia Trophy-kilpailussa.
she earned the minimum technical element score the ISU set for participation at World Championships. Having skated cleanly, and exciting to see whether or not she can skate cleanly in the free skate, in addition to a very strong outing yesterday. And then to Lara Naki Gutmann. Well, I've seen Sara Conte and Nicola Maci, fellow Italians, achieving medals here today. Matteo Rizzo representing Italy successfully in the men's event to a 4th place finish in that competition. Can she move up from the 7th place that she comes into the free skate in? The free skate, a whole different level of energy required. The short program obviously so incredibly challenging because of the high pressure expectation, particularly on the 3 jumping passes. But the 4-minute free skate requiring near superhuman levels of fitness and strength. Can expect to see the majority of the women, all 12 of them, competing using triple lutz, as accurately demonstrated there in combination with the double axel and a double toe by Nella Pelkonen. And those that are most successful in Espoo in the women's event will aspire to have 2 triple-triple combinations. And Amber Glenn, on your screen now, you also use triple axel with quad toe, perhaps planned in the penultimate performance by Japanese skating star Rion Sumiyoshi. Oh, triple axel landed by Amber in warm-up. That's a good sign of what we hope is yet to come. And we saw some really challenging performances in the pairs event in the first warm-up group, and the energy in the arena and in that group of 8 skaters seemed to be infectious in a way that we hope will not be the case for the women. We indeed hope for the reverse. Hopefully Mana Kawabe can positively raise the energy of the venue to instill a confidence in all 6 women in this group to skate to their personal bests.
Kilpailun ensimmäinen luistelija edustaa Japania. First to skate from Japan, Mana Kawabe.
So the 19-year-old born in Nagoya. Hoping that despite the hampered preparation that she's had for this competition, can redeem herself from a frustrating short program. Good combination for Mana to start. Double axel, triple toe. Immediately, she's showcasing more speed than in the short program. And although two-footed landings, a triple flip that had a fall yesterday improved with a triple toe on the back of it today. All the landings a little two-footed it seems, but nevertheless so much more aggression and commitment than a day ago. Well, brilliant choreo sequence to conclude the free skate for the first competitor today in the women's event, Mana Kawabe. Just a completely different skater, seemingly, to the skater that performed in the short program.
Mana Kawabe.
She'd explained that she'd injured her right foot arch a week ago and feels pain even when she's walking, and consequently unable to practice properly. And it's the lack of practice which she cited as the reason for the mistakes in the short program. But there seems to be a real mental shift in the commitment to her free skate. She looks like she may even be limping a little bit as she leaves the ice. And since Skate America, she has acknowledged that she's been strengthening the artistry of the program, and the feedback after her first Grand Prix assignment was that the free skate looked short of emotional expression compared to Kevin Amos Bolero. Definitely committed. Even up to, as I say, the choreo sequence at the end. Hard to compare this choreo sequence to the brilliance of Kevin's, but nevertheless, progress made for Mana as we look at the double axel triple toe. That deemed fully rotated, so another jumps less so though As we look at the triple flip, you see the left toe definitely touching the ice. And again, two-footed landing on the triple toe. And indeed, Mana has negative grades of execution on 3 of the jumping passes. One of them being that one, the second triple flip. So under-rotated, so 70% of the value. Two-footed, forcing the judges probably to be a -4 GOE, so that jump just 2.5 points when it would have been more than double that had it gone well. And we've seen her certainly be capable of quality triple looses and triple flips in the past. You sense though that this performance, although far from perfect, a redemption skate for Mana. And a good way in which to start this women's free skate. As I say, hopefully paving the way for others to give strong and committed performances themselves. It was 106.18 for Mana, with a couple of falls at Skate America. It's 110.88. She'll find out the reason that lower than she might have anticipated. She sees the score sheet and the rotation issues that were assigned to some of the jumping passes, but nevertheless, good to see a smile on the face of the first competitor, Mana Kawabe from Japan. And how we hope to see a smile on the face of Amber Glenn when she completes her upcoming free skate. Tears adorned her face after the short program. Really sad to see her in the kiss and cry looking so upset. But hoping to channel that disappointment and upset of yesterday into this, her free skate to Exogenesis by Muse. Really musical start as she prepares now for hopefully the upcoming triple axel. Ah, no. Single axel. She landed in Skate America, but then seemed distracted for the latter part of her free skate there. Hopefully now, everything else will go cleanly. Triple flip, triple toe. Beautiful traveling 3 turns into the triple loop double toe. Beautiful back spiral into the triple loops, double axel, double toe. 2 more jumping passes left. both cleanly done. It's a gorgeous Nancy Kerrigan-esque left forward outside spiral. Well, definite redemption for Amber Glenn from the United States of America. No triple axel that she showcased on the first stop of the Grand Prix Series this year. But in Allen, Texas, the last 3 jumping passes all fell away from her. Not the case today. She's just such an all-rounded skater. I think US figure skating and skating fans in general cannot wait to see 2 programs put together cleanly. Kept it together mentally. Interesting. Coach Damon Allen saying you stayed in the moment. She's saying kept it together mentally. And we hope that she'll be able to do that over the course of both programs, because she really does have the potential to be a contender for medals. With big events, triple flip, triple toe. She doesn't have rotational issues like others may have. Choreographer Catherine Hill saying that Amber is a choreographer's dream, ready with ideas and willingness to learn. And she said that this program represents something close to her heart, and Catherine hopes that she can perform in Finland the way she practices at home. Hopefully this a fair reflection of what is done at Colorado Springs in the World Arena where she skates. Damon Allen, part of her coaching staff, seems certainly satisfied. Catherine went on to extend that Amber regularly demonstrates exceptional leadership and care to others. And as we see her diverse and broad range of transitional content, I think that's something that she's probably as proud of as anything.
The scores. Amber Glenn on saanut vapaa-ohjelmastaan 133.78.
So a new personal best. The first time that she's gone over the 133.45 from Skate America 2 years ago.
Her total competition score is 185.39 points, which brings her currently in the first place.
So, 2 very happy people in the kiss and cry.
Seuraava luistelija on Suomesta. Next to skate from Finland.
And now to the first of the 3 Finnish women competing. Oona Ounasvuori. Skated well in the short program. Little blip within the transitions, but otherwise a solid outing. And now to the powerful Puccini music. Quality jumping, good elevation on double axel triple toe. And that quality jump technique repeated in a triple lutz double toe. Things starting to unravel for Oona, opening up on the triple jumps. Another triple flip planned. Just a single. Crowd pleasing spiral as part of the choreo sequence. Like yesterday, I stumbled within the transition, but unfortunately, this happened within the step sequence. There'll be costly repercussions on the tech score. Oona Ounasvuori from Finland. And as she reacts to her free skate, just a shame that the quality that she showcased within the first two jumping passes couldn't be extended throughout the five others.
Oona Ounasvuori.
And it really serves to underpin a couple of factors that may differentiate the women competing at senior international competition. Perhaps for Oona, who's expressed how challenging it has been for her to get to compete at this level of event, it's the training time and the financial implications. She said that it's very hard financially, and she expressed that it's a miracle that she's here, and perhaps that impinges upon her ability to notch up the training time required to last for the 4 minutes of a free skate, as Elisa Dry comforts her off the ice. Additionally, perhaps, for those that haven't competed and performed At this standard of competition, it's hard to fully express the challenges mentally on the skaters when the body is utterly exhausted, because you can see here in this opening jumping past the quality that Oona has. Double axel, triple toe, pristinely clean in its rotation, as was this triple loops in combination with double toe loop. And at this point in time, energy still within the body, whereas laterally fatigue setting in creates the gaps for the mistakes that are made. Definitely a beautiful skater, good jump technique, and she loves both the programs. Chose the music herself. But there, just the strength in the right leg, unable to serve her for the landing of the popped triple loops. This was a fabulous demonstration of the flexibility and strength required to be an elite women's skater. Amazing spiral position. And some of the biggest and most dramatic music used in competitive skating. Yeah, she doesn't want to see the upcoming score, 89.95. No reflection of her potential for a skater that has so much to give, just not yet ready for consistency throughout a 4-minute free skate.
Seuraavana Yhdysvalloista on the ice representing the United States of America, Starr Andrews.
And from one skater in their first senior Grand Prix assignment to one with much more experience, Starr Andrews from the United States of America. In a complete contrast to her short program, she skates to being good isn't good enough. Short of rotation and falling out of the triple flip.
Should I try? Am I strong enough? Is there time? Have I long enough? Gotta fly, and if I fall, that's the way it's gotta be. There's no other way for me. Being good just won't
Very
be
challenging skate for Starr, a couple of falls.
I'll be the best of nothing at
Best jumping pass so far, triple circle, double axel and double toe.
time? Have I long enough? Gotta fly, and if I fall, well, that's the way it's gotta be. There's no other way for me. Being good just won't be good enough. I'll be the best. Nothing
Starr Andrews from the United States of America, who I think after the second triple flip, about a minute and a half into the program, would have quite happily stopped and started again. Really challenging first half of the program, but demonstrated some grit and determination in fighting for 2 triple loops later on, but I think they will be short of rotation as they're reviewed currently by the tech panel, and she shakes her head as she leaves the ice. She's from a family of sports people, one of 4 siblings. Skylar, a gymnast, Ashton, a baseball player, and Starr, the figure skater. A family of competitive people, and it was that competitivity which helped her towards the end of the program to look to what was the warm-up double axel. Beautiful turnout of the free leg on the landing. Really that less than optimal takeoff technique on the flip. But I mentioned it when she competed at Skate Canada, and I think it's still so pertinent that Starr hasn't given any excuses, and yet she's had heart surgery this season, this year, but doesn't use that as an excuse. And I think that so admirable for the skater. You have to assume that the hampered preparations for the season will have played a big part in her preparations. You can see there with the triple salchow, I think the double axel that followed it a little short of rotation, so even on the more successful jumping passes towards the end of the program, they will be low in base value because of the rotation. And so, whilst she led Amber Glenn as the top-ranked American woman after the short program, I don't think that's going to be possible following the free skate. Always singing. She sang to her own voice in competition before. What a good character. Just again. Showcasing the good energy that she has in the kiss and cry despite a bad skate. Maybe it's those health issues that she's had that helps place this into perspective as she awaits the scores for a skate that were far from what she's capable of in Finland.
Pisteet, the scores. Starr Andrews on saanut vapaa-ohjelmastaan 97,06 pistettä. Kaikki pisteet yhteensä
97.06.
Ja on tällä hetkellä
third for Starr Andrews.
Her total competition score is 154.
And that concludes her Grand Prix 2023 season. I wish her all the very best for the rest of the domestic season and any other internationals that she may have. She vies to make the world team.
Seuraava kilpailija on Suomesta. Next skater is from Finland.
And now a skater who has the potential to be the Finnish representative at the World Championships thanks to the scores that she achieved in the short program. Nella Pelkonen, the 18-year-old who skated so well yesterday. Wonderful triple toe. Triple toe was one of the strongest elements in her short program, and that will be the first in her free skate. Success again with the opening triple-triple. Nella Pelkonen exciting the audience. Triple Lutz, double axel, double toe. She doesn't look like she will miss. Triple flip. At the first mistake, popping the second triple Lutz. Well, what a wonderful way for Nella Pelkonen to skate in a home Grand Prix. You can see the flags in the arena and her name celebrated as she skates so brilliantly in her free skate. A single Lutz, but other than that, a really clean skate for the 18-year-old from Tampere.
Nella Pelkonen
And she now needs to just soak up every second. Finland hasn't been the host for a Grand Prix for a long time. But she's really able to exploit the chance that she can skate in Finland at a home Grand Prix. And she said that she was nervous yesterday skating first, but loved skating in front of a home audience and on a big stage. And where some crumble under that pressure, it looks like Nella Pelkonen has absolutely risen to the occasion and utilized the support from the arena to hopefully achieve some of her best scores. This the triple toe, triple toe. And the successful triple lutz. Double axel. It's a little tight on the landing. As coach Susanna Harala applauds her. She switched coaches this season. She was explaining to Golden Skate that she's got totally healthy, had some health issues last season. And those two factors were contributing towards the better results this year, including a strong outing at the Finlandia Trophy here, where she was just off the podium. Lower components than the others, so the skating skills deemed not of the caliber of some of the more experienced competitors on the Grand Prix, but this experience here will make a big improvement, I'm sure, in that when she returns to training, having been sharing the ice with the likes of Kaori Sakamoto. So Nella Pelkonen had 120 points at the Finlandia Trophy at the beginning of October here. So maybe she realizes the 114.76 here as a result of that second lutz, but that said, she'll be happy to find herself likely to finish at lowest 9th. And what a great event it has been for Nella Pelkonen. The final competitor in this first warm-up group,
Lara Naki Gutmann.
Lara Naki Gutmann. She rallied back in her free skate at Skate Canada in Vancouver. It's a better starting position though, in 7th after the short program in Espoo for her Hitchcock-inspired free skate. Great start, triple lutz, Euler, triple salchow. That back outside spiral is just so perfect on the music. It's fatiguing a little on the second triple lutz. And that double axel. Lara Naki Gutmann, and even though we've seen this free skate now in its second season, still such a strong piece of composition, and the judging criteria is, in regards to the composition component, is how is the program designed or built in relation to the music, not how much the judges like the music, because you know, Psycho, the suite from Psycho, is not my choice of music, but I do think Lara Naki Gutmann embodies that concept in this choreography, and hopefully the judges will reward it accordingly in regards to the composition component. And Lara works with Prisca Picano, who helps her with the choreography for her emotion, expression and storytelling in both programs. Prisca, a ballet dancer who danced with Yuriev as a prima ballerina in the Naples Theatre, and learning of that influence gives some understanding for all of the nuances and touches that Lara uses within this free skate. Triple toe, double axel isn't the most comfortable jump. And her air position within that, both in the short program and today, less extended than the triples. Interesting use of her left arm in the back camel. And so often, the way in which the hands were used, even here, the claw-type formation of her fingers, will have been something that she and Prisca, I'm sure, will have been working on in training. And as I say, that left back outside spiral, perfectly pitched to the music. Second of the double axels, again, not her most comfortable looking jump. Just the tilt of her head. A little bit of slide on the closing cartwheel. And again, fingertip extension surely showcases to the judges a comprehension of choreography that reflects the musical phrase or form.
The scores.
So as the tech panel have inputted some under rotations, the score has dropped for Lara Naki Gutmann, unfortunately, now just down to 110. Under rotations given to 4 of the jumps for the Italian skater.
Her total competition score is 168.33.
And she now drops a couple of places behind Amber Glenn and Nella Pelkonen, based on that tech score. So Amber Glenn, with the wonderful skate that she delivered and her new personal best, leads the field at this stage. Will she be able to scale the rankings any further as we look ahead now to the final group of women? And I assume a rousing reaction from the audience, both to that woman, Kaori Sakamoto, and the first competitor from the home nation.
Skaters in this group are Suomesta from Finland, Janna Jyrkinen. Ranskasta from France, Lorine Schild. Etelä-Koreasta from the Republic of Korea, Jung-Yoo. Etelä-Koreasta from the Republic of Korea, Chon Kim. Japanista from Japan, Rion Sumiyoshi. Japanista from Japan, Kaori Sakamoto. Luistelijat, 6 minuutin verryttelyaika alkaa. Skaters, you have 6 minutes for your warm-up.
And there, the starting order and lineup for this final group in the women's free skate. And Kaori Sakamoto, the final competitor, doesn't have the comfortable lead that some assume she may have, based on the double flip that she delivered in the short program yesterday. One woman very happy with her performance yesterday was Janna Jyrkinen, the youngest competitor in the event. Felt that she had finally a turnaround and enjoyed skating yesterday. We saw heartfelt, crushing disappointment on the skater's face in France. Just brilliant to see and hear she's happy on the ice again.
From Finland, Janna Jyrkinen.
And the next competitor, 18-year-old Lorine Schild from France, another skater that really delivered in her short program, seemingly more and more comfortable with being a competitor on the Senior Grand Prix, having competed at Junior Grand Prix last season. Particularly impressive because she managed to skate so cleanly despite feeling shaky in the 6-minute warm-up.
Her choreographer is Olympic gold medalist in ice dance, Gabriela Papadakis. Lorine's hobbies are cooking, drawing, and movies. From France, Lorine Schild. Jung on 19-vuotias ja harjoittelee
And now to Young-Yoo,
sekä Seoulissa.
Korean skater who's 4 times been a Grand Prix medalist. She's explained that injuries have held her back a little, but getting better, and will hope for triple-triple as opposed to the triple-double that happened in the short program, and that's the reason she's off a podium place. She'll be eager to try and overtake the youngster from Korea above her. Chon Kim.
Prix Espoo on hänen toinen Grand Prix-kisansa tällä kaudella. Chon on opiskelija. Chon is 16-year-old and this is her
Fascinating to have learned that Chon Kim, at just 16 years of age, was giving out gifts to her fans. So often fans of the skaters will send and share gifts towards them, but this youngster bought cookies, wanted to express her gratitude to the fans that support her here. And then for the second place finisher in the short program, Rion Sumiyoshi, who now competes under a different perspective of expectation. The quad toe that she used in Angers in France towards the bronze medal she achieved there will be eagerly anticipated. She'll need it if she can beat the world champion.
Kaori on 23-vuotias ja hallitseva maailmanmestari.
There she is, Kaori Sakamoto.
Kaorin harrastuksiin
Won a special award from Kobe City Sports this year for winning the World Championship for a second time.
She's a full-time athlete. Kaori's hobbies are handmade, drive, and watching movies. From Japan, Kaori Sakamoto.
Just such a good advert for skating and humanity, such a positive skater in and around the venue. Taking the intensity and seriousness of the Grand Prix circuit with joy in her face. That said, perhaps now the free skate applies some extra pressure. She's explained that she's not just eager to skate well, but wants to make very clear her statement on winning the Grand Prix final, the title that she has yet to achieve. Janna Jyrkinen now in the top group for the women's free skate. Just was not long ago that the Finnish competitor was, I think, over 10 points adrift of anybody else. Last place after the short program, so hopefully yesterday's success will be continued for her. Should Kaori win the title here in Espoo, as we see triple-triple for the Japanese skater, and she will top the standings, move above Isabel Levito, who currently leads. Chon Kim also in contention, and indeed Rion Sumiyoshi also.
Seuraava kilpailija on
Here,
Suomesta
Marina Shirshava and
skater
Adam
is
Sawyer,
from
coach
Finland,
and choreographer, take a hand
Janna
each,
Jyrkinen.
trying to send all the most positive energy to their student, filling up her being with good vibes to carry through this 4-minute free skate. They've done all they can now. And the audience try to add their part in supporting the 16-year-old skating to the music, the story of voyages. Tough start, a fall in the triple lutz. Problems with the triple loop too. cleanly, comfortably lands a triple sako, double toe, double loop. Well done, Janna. Triple loop later in the program, putting back the mistakes at the beginning and regrouping well. Well, just in the back of the shot, you can see the figure of a Bielman, and that is, I think, of Janna Jyrkinen, whose figure is around the arena here to advertise Grand Prix Espoo. So perhaps that applies some added pressure to the young shoulders of Janna Jyrkinen. And a tough free skate in comparison to the success that she enjoyed in the short program. But she showed some grit and fight and determination towards the end of the program, and she did say yesterday following the short program performance that she's still in the process of adapting to this new body, having grown 9 centimeters since last season. And of course, in growing that amount, that will change her body's core, and thus the timing of the triple jumps that she's used so successfully and consistently as a junior. Now, every passing week and month will help her to get more comfortable and confident with that different weight distribution. You can see there, just not comfy with the triple loops. But no such issues with Salco, in combination with the double toe and the double loop. And last year, Janna competed so brilliantly at Europeans here, finishing in the top 10, facilitating 2 spots for Finnish women at next year's European Championships in Kaunas, Lithuania. And hopefully, Janna will get more repetitions, more run-throughs in training to fuel the confidence to be able to deliver a clean free skate, because now she will compete against Nella Pelkonen and perhaps also Oona Ounasvuori for the sole spot for Finnish women at the World Championships. And indeed for Janna to stay ahead of compatriot Nella Pelkonen, she needs 114.26, and she's not going to get that today, unfortunately. It's just at 95.11.
Her total competition score is 153.
Sixth place for Janna.
Points, which brings her currently in the 6th place.
But hopefully, after she's come to terms with the disappointment of today, she'll take away all the positives of yesterday.
Seuraavana Ranskasta, on the ice representing France, Lorine Schild.
We've just spoken about skaters adapting to growth spurts and height changes. Lorine Schild, one of the tallest women in the competition. Skater who is, as I mentioned in warm-up, becoming increasingly comfortable and confident with competing on the Senior Grand Prix. Barely misses the triple H triple toe. And an even better second look. Deep left forward outside edge entry, pattern into that triple flip, resulting in the fall. France's Lorine Schild completes her free skate. Shame about the third element, the triple flip, which resulted in the fall, but otherwise another strong showing from the 18-year-old from Riem.
Lorine Schild.
She almost looks ever so slightly off axis and yet has a cat-like tendency to find her right back outside edge on landing. Wasn't to be though for that one jumping pass, but as I say, otherwise a strong outing. And Lorine returns to her coach Malika Tahir, who has taught her from some of her very first steps on the ice. And that hug is built on years and years of hard graft and work together. And here in the opening slow motion, the work that Malika has done in helping give her triple-triple combinations, enhanced with the addition of Olympic champion in ice dance Gabriela Papadakis, as we see triple lutz, triple toe, and as I say, just ever so slightly off axis. And here, the left forward outside edge was really deep, seemed to almost need to turn around the corner to get away from the barrier. I'm not sure if she was conscious of that at all. Certainly didn't look comfortable in takeoff, and you see the result of the flip landing. And now, Lorine will head to the French National Championships. It was such a close contest between Lorine and Leah Serna, French champion at the Grand Prix de France. They were separated by less than 2 points. And that suggests an exciting duel will take place at French Nationals. Leah Serna will compete next week at the NHK Trophy. Always seems to be the case that if there are two competitors from the same nation neck and neck, they will push each other, but of course ultimately and ideally Lorine or Leah will secure more spots for their nation at championship level, dependent upon the results next year. 114.64. And that third in the free skate for Lorine. She's about to find out that she will drop one spot to place second. But that will still be her best achievement to the 8th at Grand Prix de France. As we look now to Hae-Suk Shin, giving encouragement to her student Young-Yu. A triple-double combination in the short program finds her off the podium after the first portion of the competition. She intends to start with 2 jump combinations with triple toe, hopefully the second of both of them. Difficult start with a fall on the triple lutz for Young-Yu. And again, just a double toe as the second part of that combination with the double axel. Young Yu delivering some of her best jumps towards the end of the program. Lovely touch of choreography. Korea's Young Yu, and she has been injured and she's struggling to return from that injury, and that presumably part of the reason behind the mistakes that see her adrift of the success that she's had in the past. However, she has said that she's so grateful that so many people are cheering for her and waiting for her to come back strongly. And after the short program, she said that she hopes they can wait a little bit longer until she's back to her former strength. She's made a coaching change since Skate America and expressed that despite the mistakes here, that seems to be working well for her. Lots of chopping and changing in Korean women's skating. The entire Korean team trains in the same place, the Taedong national rink, a rink reserved for the national team. So even if they've changed coaches, they're actually training together with the same group of people. Well, infused with so many good influences from some top coaches. So we see the maturity that has developed in Young Yu in the opening movements. This the first lutz. And then to the second intended big combination, double axel with triple toe hopeful, double toe reality, to a significantly lower base value. But later in the program, she did another triple lutz. The unfortunate thing being that because she didn't put the second lutz, which was good, in combination, it will go down as triple lutz repeat and receive 70% of the value she needed to make that combo. Managed a combo on the triple flip with double toe, double loop. Let's see, not the greatest flow and glide on the backwards crossovers, but a stunningly beautiful Ina bar position. And there was a wondrous toe step, perfectly in sync with this music. My Eternal Eclipse. Music arranged by Drew Meekins, a coach at the World Arena in Colorado Springs, where she has her choreography done by Tom Dixon. You can see suggesting perhaps she's dropping the right side of her body. That may be the rationale behind that opening mistake on the lutz. But I'm sure now the feelings that she felt after the short program and wanting people to just wait that bit longer for her to be competitively ready once more following the return from injury will be echoed again after 104.68. The score for Young Yu.
Her total competition score is 168.14 points, which brings her currently in the 5th place. Seuraavana Etelä-Koreasta on the ice representing Republic of Korea.
So from one Korean skater to another. And Chon Kim, as her coach watches on, has the potential to be a Grand Prix finalist in the senior ranks. having medalled at the Grand Prix final last year in the junior event. Music, Le Bal des Folles. So much glide on the landing of the double axel. Fall on the triple lutz. Off axis, but recovered with the triple loop. Just a tight performance. Chon Kim having to work hard throughout. Chon Kim from Korea. She said she felt even more nervous in the short program than she did at Skate Canada, and did acknowledge that perhaps the potential qualification for the final was in her head, and you wonder if that too, the reason and rationale behind some of the mistakes that were made in this, the free skate, which just did look somewhat cautious and tight. Now, as we await the scores assigned to her, the technical panel just weighing up some of the elements and deciding about rotation issues for Chon Kim. Currently, it looks like she'll be okay. She needs 119.21 to stay ahead of the ever-advancing Amber Glenn. As Coach Chon Kim gives her a hug. And here on this opening double axel, although she doesn't have masses of height, the flow and run out on that right back outside edge, coupled with that beautiful left arm extension into this back three turn, and again more extension, really impressive. That, however, could be costly, and actually, as the technical panel continue to factor in other elements, it looks like the tech score is dropping pretty radically for Chon Kim. But I must say, whatever the outcome for this young 16-year-old, having seen a video of her giving out gifts to her fans, just impresses me so much that at just 16 years of age, she can be so mindful and appreciative of those that support her. Her mother, an interior designer and designer of all her costumes. I'm sure as a parent, proud of the kindness and compassion that she shows to others as much as she is of the skating, if not more than that of the skating that she showcases. So initially I saw a score of 123, but as the reviews have gone in and under rotations on the jumping passes have dropped the tech score, it looks now that she may struggle to stay ahead of Amber. She needed 119.21.
Pisteet, the scores. Chon Kim on saanut vapaa-ohjelmastaan 115.23 pistettä.
It's 115.
Yhteensä 181.42. Sijoitus tällä hetkellä toinen.
And consequently, the 16-year-old from Seoul goes behind Amber Glenn. Amber Glenn ready to make one of the most ginormous jumps from 11th in the short program. And now, Amber will come away with a medal, despite being second to last after the first day of event.
Seuraava luistelija on Japanista. Next to skate represents Japan, Rion Sumiyoshi.
And now to the 20-year-old from Tokyo, Rion Sumiyoshi. So much respect and admiration for her following that quadruple toe-lip that she used in France and Angers. Quad toe has been working for Rion in practice here, and it will be the second jumping pass if she's to do it in Espoo. Wonderful double axel, triple toe combination. Good quality skating skills in the transitions. She stays up again on the quad toe, that time possibly a little short of rotation and two-footed. Recompose herself there, mistakes on the triple loops. Oh no. Rion still managing to express beautifully despite the mistakes. Real command of her body and changing direction. Rion Sumiyoshi, she's such a beautiful, beautiful skater. Her elegance in movement backed up with more difficulty in the planned program content than any other. But unfortunately, it's a few too many mistakes, isolated elements. Really great, the double axel triple toe at the start, the triple flip triple toe in the second half of the program. Some misgivings within, and just showing some vulnerability, not inhuman, and perhaps maybe the quad toe, the pressure, the expectation, the hype and excitement about it just distracted her a little bit, that fall on the loop. Not something that she will enjoy looking back on. She has made some history for Japanese women, the first to land a quad toe for Japanese women. Having seen quad sakos done by the likes of Miki Ando and Rika Kihira. Not the toe, which is seen here, how much rotation was done on it. 1, 2, 3, and at least an under rotation. But there, the commitment to her fingertip extension, and here in the slow-mo replay, confirmation of just an incredibly elegant neckline and posture, and those fingertips again tightly held, obviously so well trained on and off the ice. This was a shame, over-rotating on the triple loop, and then just perhaps a little loss of concentration. She did well beyond that to regroup and be able to dig out a triple flip, triple toe, which a little short of rotation as well. So Chon Kim had potential for the final. Rion Sumiyoshi also, with the 11 points that she achieved in France with the bronze medal, considered for the final. She needs 116.75 because of the large margin that she comfortably held over Amber Glenn in this short program. But today's skate, unfortunately, won't be close to the 136 that she posted in France.
Rion Sumiyoshi on saanut vapaa-ohjelmastaan 121,56 pistettä.
So 121.56. Amber Glenn continues to lead the free skate. As mentioned, the short program margin that Rion Sumiyoshi had gives her the confidence to know that she's done enough, despite those mistakes, to still lead overall. And now, relief in the eyes and face. Now, this the greeting or comfort and security her coach consistently gives her. Not sure the words, but that encouragement has so often been the precursor to some brilliant skates for the world champion, Kaori Sakamoto. She has been given some comfort in terms of the chances of winning based on the mistakes of others, but the world champion has her own goals and aspirations, and high scores will factor in what she wants to achieve over the next 4 minutes. Thing of wonder, that double axel. Beautiful back outside edges on the vocal for the triple lutz transition. Maybe an under rotation on the salco.
Flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Woo, and I feel.
Rectifying the mistake on the combination of the short program with a triple flip, triple toe. Clean double axel, triple toe, double toe. entertaining the crowd with the tightness of that landing on the triple loop. Well, people are getting to their feet to stand in appreciation for the best skate of the women's event. By some way, it's been a rough competition for many, but save the best for last. Definitely the case for Kaori Sakamoto. And we'll hear in her wonderful post-event interviews all of the mistakes and things that she wants to work on. But for now, yet again, she is triumphant on the Grand Prix, I'm sure. She didn't have to be at her best, and she wasn't at her best on this occasion. But the quality of the components and the quality of many of the elements will be enough for the world champion. She has the 7th highest free skate score of all time. I think at ISU, in terms of the list of women's scores, or list of women with those high scores, and that a big factor in her preparation, wanting to push her name higher on the all-time scores, or all-time scorers. And without utilizing triple axel or quads, not something that she intends to use, then the components are a big factor for her. And she did acknowledge that components have been in the 8s and they need to push towards the 9s. I imagine the program will continue to be layered when the Feeling Good by Lauryn Hill music changes. More musical appreciation. And actually, as the season progresses, maybe we'll get treated to seeing a little bit more of the wonderful personality that she has off the ice, making its way more and more into the expression within the free skate, so that that presentation component goes into the 9s. But certainly from a technical standpoint, the triple flip, triple toe, not a mistake that she was going to have again after a double triple yesterday. And coach Nakano Sonoko looks satisfied as well. She's repeatedly acknowledging the desire to win that final. And that part of the reason that she's not skating at the home Grand Prix in Osaka next week at the NHK Trophy, because of the schedule of her season. The NHK Trophy too close to the final, and this is why she's picked, given the choice as world champion, to choose her events, picked to skate in Finland over NHK, so she has more time to prepare for the final in Beijing.
Kaori Sakamoto on saanut vapaa-ohjelmastaan
So 151 at Skate Canada, 135. She will be disappointed.
Her total competition score is
I suspect.
205.21 points, which brings her in the first place.
See, confirmation that a title's not enough now for Kaori Sakamoto. Maybe that will fuel the training time that she has now before the final. So the top 2 finishes after the short program remain the same, but Amber Glenn makes a humongous jump and wasn't too far adrift from beating the world champion in the free skate to move from 11th to 3rd place overall.
Stay with us for the interview of the winner shortly from the Kiss and Cry.
Now we get the chance to hear from Kaori Sakamoto.
Now to our winner of the Grand Prix of Espoo, Sakamoto Kaori. Congratulations. We would love to hear about how you feel now. 優勝おめでとうございます。ご感想をお聞かせくださいませ。
今回の大会でショートとフリーをノーミスで揃えることが目標だったんですけど、ちょっとそれが叶わなかったので、ファイナルはこのようなことが起こらないようにしっかりこれからも練習を積んでいけたらなと思ってます。
it was my objective to complete both the short program and the free program incomplete. This didn't happen. However, towards the final, I shall get back to my country and practice. So now we would like to our fans and our audience here in Finland a little bit about your experience here in Finland. フィンランドでお過ごされているご感想を我々のこのフィンランドにいらっしゃるファンに向けてお話しいただけますでしょうか。
フィンランドは5年前にもこの大会に出させてもらって本当にこの時期すごく寒くて本当に日本に比べたら本当に寒いので皆さん本当にこの寒さの中よく生活できてるなっていうぐらい本当にみんな健康な方だなって思うしでもその健康に負けないように自分も本当に元気いっぱいスケートができたらなと思ってるので本当にこれからも応援よろしくお願いします。
Well, I had the pleasure of being here 5 years ago, also in Finland. Now, every time I come here, I feel like it's so cold. How do people live in such a cold? But for me, I don't want to not win against the cold. And since you are so healthy, I'm going to learn from you and continue. Thank you very much for your support, and please continue supporting us in ice skating and myself. Thank you very much. Again, yes, big congratulations to you. おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
Always fun to listen to Kaori Sakamoto, the world champion and winner at Grand Prix Espoo. And I look back at the amazing leap from 11th place in the short program to take the medal for Amber Glenn. She's added a bronze here to the bronze she won at the Skate America event last year. Rion Sumiyoshi adds silver to the bronze that she had in Angers a few weeks ago. Not the skate she was looking for, but nevertheless enough in an event wrought with some mistakes from others to take 13 points on the Grand Prix standings. She moves up, and now new leader of the Grand Prix standings will be Kaori Sakamoto. Her win here totals her 30 points on the Grand Prix standings 2023 and moves her above Isabel Levito from America, who currently has 28 points. They will face one another now in Beijing. That concludes a very interesting women's free skate. Make sure you stay tuned for the conclusion of the ice dance event with the free dance coming up next.